Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute video or less. I have worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades this August. I will have been doing this, for 50 years. Boom, 50 years. Many of you have come to me you've seen me on my news station, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you just joining and listening today. I do these for 3 reasons, so you don't get ripped off. Number 2, you hear the truth. There's a lot of people out there that just are trying to sell you on all sorts of stuff. I try to do more education so you can make decisions really on what to do. And you can look at my whole team and my national broadcast interviews at 777irs.com. Today I want to talk to you about if you owe IRS back taxes. What are your 3 options that you have? Many people, you see this, it just makes me sick. If you owe over $10,000, hit me. We have this, we have that, we have this, we have that, we have this, we have that. Let me just tell you how this works. So you understand the 30,000 foot view. I make this really simple for you. And by the way, as a former RO, I've worked thousands of cases. So whatever I'm telling you is the truth. Anyone tells you anything different from me, they're lying to you or don't know what they're doing, or probably both. And the answer is probably both. Anyway, by the way, there's a lot of people crawl in this space from other industries because there's a lot of money to be made in it. Unfortunately, they don't have the professional back end to handle cases like this. Anyway, if you owe IRS debt, what's important to IRS? Right away, they want to make sure all your tax returns are filed and you're current on your withholding or estimate tax payments. That's number 1. As a former IRS agent, I'd knock on the door. I will say, are all your returns filed? File your returns whether you owe the money or not. IRS is going to insist on it. Make sure your withholding changes so you don't owe tax anymore. If you're self-employed, make sure you start making estimate payments. That's something that's going to be required. IRS is then going to take a financial statement on you. Many people can just go at the IRS portal and make a payment agreement online, depending on it. But for most people, IRS want to look at your financial statement. At the service center, they're going to want a 433F. If it's in the local office, the RO is going to want a 433A. Basically, they're going to look at your financial statement and make a determination. There's 3 determinations that they're going to make. One determination they're going to make that's going to fix your case for them. You're either going to be put into currently non-collectible or hardship. You'll go into a payment agreement, or you can file for an offer in compromise. Now, your current financial statement will dictate to IRS what category, how your case is going to close. So if you owe a tax debt, IRS will dig deep on the financial statement and look at your assets and your income and expenses and say, based on what you have, this is where we're going. What a firm does like us is that we can take your financial statement, your information many times, and to turn it into something that looks better for you in the light of IRS, so IRS isn't digging in your pocket more than they need to. On most cases, you have to have an exit strategy. You say, I owe taxes, now what? What's going to happen in the next year, 3 years, 5 years? How am I eventually going to get out of this? So basically what a good firm or you need to do is saying, well, at least for the next year, let me do this, but at the end of the day, can I get out of this through an offer and compromise program to settle the debt, and what is that like? So at the end of the day, if you owe a tax debt, you want to be able to speak to someone who at least knows what they're doing so they can at least let you know, point you in the right direction. You can work these cases by yourself, just search the internet. But remember, you're either going to be put in hardship, non-collectible, payment agreement, or an offer and compromise. I taught the offer and compromise program at IRS, and I am a specialist in the offer. Anyway, if this information was good, if you'd give me a subscription, I'd really appreciate it because that really helps us. You can make a Calendly appointment with us, or you can call our office, do whatever the hell you want to do. Anyway, I hope the information was good. Thank you for the subscription.